It went from being the largest Bedrock server in history to being a shell of its former self. But what happened? This is a question that we need to ask about Lifeboat, the once great server that has devolved into nothing more than a lifeless cash grab. But it wasn't always like this. Lifeboat was created by the Hydrogen Corporation and was the first Minecraft Bedrock server launched as part of the Better Together update in March of 2017. It originally featured a small number of games, such as Capture the Flag and survival games. Unfortunately, however, specific details of what happened around the inception of Lifeboat have been lost to time, so we can't exactly pinpoint specific events. Luckily though, we can kind of piece together why Lifeboat had success in the first portion of Minecraft Bedrock's life. The main reason for this growth was most likely because of two reasons. Firstly, because servers were brand new to Bedrock, and secondly, because it was the first of its kind, and had a head start of over a year before servers such as CubeCraft and Hive were released to Bedrock. Lifeboat slowly grew in the background for a while after more popular servers came out, and kept a substantial player base throughout the latter part of the 2010s. However, this took a bad turn eventually, as players became dissatisfied with games and the state of the server. This happened for two main reasons. Lifeboat was very ambitious in what games they put out, not in quality, but quantity. They put games on a rotation week by week, so different games were on offer, which obviously caused an influx of players when a popular game was on rotation, but an empty server when there were less popular games on rotation. This choice led to a general loss of players over time, as they aren't able to play their favourite game 24/7. Eventually, this led to Lifeboat removing many games, popular and unpopular, from the server to stop this from happening. One of these games was survival games, which is widely known as the most popular game on the server, just ahead of Capture the Flag. This removal caused a fair bit of outrage, and Lifeboat eventually put survival games back in. Lifeboat also really liked money, and their store reflects that. In total, everything in the Lifeboat store would cost £67.56, and some of these are subscription based. Now this wouldn't be a problem if they were cosmetic, but quite a few of them were not cosmetics and were actually quite overpowered on the game they were used in. Take the Ender backpack for example. 27 extra inventory slots and you keep all items on death? Doesn't sound very balanced, does it? Or the Creative Plot Pass, which allows you to keep your plot without having to check in on it every day to keep it as your own. This creates an urgency to keep playing the server, as you don't want to let your money go to waste, and this is exactly what the pass is designed for you to do. They are also willing to cheat their way to the top, and they showed this in April of 2022, where Lifeboat artificially grew their player count with bots to over 250,000 online players, which would have been a new game-wide record even factoring Java Edition into the mix. Obviously, they didn't have the record, and I don't think they ever will. This neglection and greed seems to have driven players out of the server, and has potentially tarnished what little reputation they had after what they did with the games. Well, those were some points on why Lifeboat as a server has lost its reputation and players. If you did enjoy, you can watch more of my content or become a channel member like these amazing people on screen now. Anyway, I'll see you all soon. Bye!